What's up, Facebook? I always do that, leave this on, and it sounds like a massive echo. Happy Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're making it through today. Some days you just make it through. This is a make-through day. Goodness gracious, the devil is a liar. Some days you dance through, other days you crawl through, and other days you just hope you get through. So this is a get through day. So welcome everybody. What's up? Happy Sunday night. Back here, right at home, in the middle of vacation season. I know a lot of you are traveling, or maybe you're traveling, and so thank you for taking some time to hang out with us for a few minutes tonight. Bunch of you want to see tonight. We haven't seen in a while. Donna Goodrich, greetings to you as well. Thanks for jumping on. I think I saw some others on there for the maybe a while. Mary Watson from Florida, and we got John Lombardo and John Sipik from Massachusetts back with us tonight. So what's up, everybody? We actually have some cool things to share with you tonight. We've been asking you guys to hook us up if you have anything fun you've seen or read or pictures you came across, and you guys have hooked us up tonight.
More this week than it's been, so we haven't been able, not trying to take over, we haven't been able to share everybody. So if you sent things in and we didn't get to yours, we apologize. We actually had more influx this time. Yeah. And so we were trying to go through. We would love to be able to share everything because we got a bunch of videos, a bunch of pictures. So we had to sort through some of them. So if there are those of you that shared and yours wasn't on, we will get to it. It's just, we had a great response. So
yeah, we get a lot from you guys. And we have two special ones tonight that are actually homemade just for Right at Home.
Yes.
We have a meme that was made by Ashley Lombardo. She's not on here yet, so we're going to wait till she gets on here because she hooked us up with a great meme. And then another one of our biggest Right at Home fans, little Kinsey. How old is Kinsey? 3?
I believe so.
3 years old, little Kinsey.
I believe so.
She is, and when she gets on here tonight, she has the best little video ever about Right at Home. So
she does.
Well,
it was in regards to last week.
Yes.
The message that you were talking
at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
So if you guys remember last week, we did the "Not Today, Satan" message. Yeah. Not today. And so she jumped right on that. And
she had her own little message.
She had a little one. So we're going to play that in a few minutes here. But, quick thing, did anybody use the "Not Today, Satan" this week? Did anybody stand up in faith this week and use that? Oh. And the bottom line. Oh, Ashley, she's on.
Ashley,
I just
you're
see that.
On. Yes.
Oh, she's this.
Thank you.
We didn't have
loved it.
Amy Trader. Hey, Amy, how are you?
Yes,
What's
hello.
up? We didn't have our feed down, so we didn't see all you. Yeah. Debbie Logan, Michelle, Rita, Christine, Rose.
It's good to have you back.
We got some good stuff tonight, and we're excited. And,
but Ashley, we loved it.
Ashley, you killed it.
Loved it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
That was awesome. You killed it. But we're going to start off with one here tonight while we get warmed up. This one was by Lori Alders. And I think we all could... Actually, before we do that, because I just saw Mallory. Mallory.
Yes.
Hey, Mallory. Mallory is our friend. You want to tell what happened to Mallory?
Yeah, so Mallory has had a rough past week. She had a little accident and fell, and it looks like she broke her nose. Had 2 massive black eyes, and she asked for prayer. So, Mallory, we've been praying for you. We hope that you're doing better. I know it might be a little bit of a recovery, but I wanted to shout out to Mallory for that. So, for those of you, can you keep Mallory in your prayers? It looks like it was a pretty rough accident.
She broke her nose, right? 2 bad black eyes, and Mallory.
She had fallen.
Yeah, we love you, Mallory.
Yeah, she broke her nose. So, Mallory, we love you, and you are definitely in our prayers.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad. I knew that you'd be on. So we just saw you pop up. So hello.
And Regina said, she said, "Not today, Satan," when her boss got on her last nerves. Are you calling your boss Satan?
Aw, Sandy.
Sandy, Miss Sandy.
We love you. So good to see you.
Real quick, I just lost my train of thought there for a minute. Oh, birthday shout out. Because I saw her on earlier.
Yes.
2 Friday birthdays.
If you had a birthday this week and you're not included in these 2, please forgive us. We're trying to do better with this.
No, Brother Joel, and that's Mallory.
Yes, no, not Sister Mallory.
Yeah.
Mallory.
What's Mallory's last name?
Oh, goodness.
Mallory, what's your last name? Go back up.
Completely...
Scroll back up there.
Oh,
Mallory, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You passed it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Sorry.
There he is. Rosado.
Yes. Mallory Rosado.
Don't feel bad, Mallory.
We knew her back from when we
pastored
in North County. Yes.
So Mallory's been with us for a long time.
Long time.
So that was not Sister Mallory, but
no.
Couple birthday shout outs. Sorry, I messed up your feed there. That's terrible. I'm not even reading that.
Yes,
I'm not even reading.
Not reading that.
Vic,
Nobody look at the thread. Don't look at the thread, you guys. Do not look at the thread.
We need deleting powers when it comes to Brother Joel. Holy cow. But 2 birthday shout outs this week, Friday, was 2 birthdays were
Jared Whittington and Leanne Dolan.
Whoop, whoop.
And you actually both have the same birthday.
Yes.
The same date. So happy birthday. We love you guys.
Happy birthday from Wright at Home and all the Wright at Home participants. We wish you a happy birthday.
Hope it was wonderful and special.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. On a sad note, though, some of you heard this, and we also wanted to say we lost a dear sister this week. Been around for a long, long time. Antioch for years. Sister Lynn Chambers passed away suddenly. She was a dear sister, had been around. I mean, just some of those people, you don't ever remember them not being here. And she was one. Lynn was somebody. Oh, Naria had a birthday this week. Naria.
Oh, yes, Naria. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Kareem, dude, what's up? We haven't seen you in a while on Right at Home.
Hello.
Welcome. So what's up? So Sister Lynn, she passed away this week, and we loved her very much. And that's the 3rd person we've lost in Antioch West this COVID season. Yeah. It's been tough. We started with Brother Kevin Zinn way back in the beginning. He passed away suddenly from a heart attack. And then Christine Whittles has a birthday this Thursday. So happy birthday. And then we lost Brother Mandy Sapagan about 6 weeks ago. About that?
No, longer. I think it's longer than
2 months maybe. And then we had we just lost Sister Lynn Chambers. So it's tough. This is a tough. It's never easy.
And also Sandy.
Oh, Miss Sandy lost her daughter. So this is tough.
Please, we need
it
to
is
keep
tough. It's tough.
The families in prayer.
Yeah, Miss Sandy definitely. We prayed. We mentioned her last week, and she's dealing with that. I'm telling you, it's hard enough to deal with loss in normal season, but dealing with loss during this COVID is difficult.
Very challenging.
We, as an Antioch West family, love and appreciate and want to stand up with all these people that are dealing with loss. So your prayers and thoughts and prayers, we're with you on this. Amen. So happy birthday to all of you we missed. In case we did miss you, we still love you. Happy birthday.
Yes, we do.
We'll have a cake. And next week, you're not going to want to miss next week. We have a great surprise for you next week. You're going to want to be here for that. Trust me. You're going to want to see that. But tonight, Ashley, I hope you're still on. Because actually, let's warm up first. Let's ease into it.
Okay.
This one comes from Lori. Lori's been one of our biggest contributors. And I thought this was actually a good one. Mm-hmm. And I think we all can deal with this. Some of you may have seen it before. But this is definitely a COVID-related meme. We're all dealing with this. Boy, isn't this the truth? This is a COVID small group. So I think we all can relate to this at this point. This is the way it is. But I guess it works. I mean, there's no holding hands, but it does work. I'm not sure what the neighbors would think, but it would work. But I thought that was a good one. And that is definitely
Yes.
the way things are right now, for sure, out there.
So
What?
I was gonna say, so thank you, Laurie.
Yeah, Lori.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, this is definitely the way it is now. So thanks for sharing that. But this is awesome. So Ashley Lombardo, who's our
Oh yeah.
joined us, has been joining us now for a little while, and she's from Washington. You're from Washington, right, Ashley? She's in Washington, so she joins us on Sunday. She hooked us up. She made this.
Yes.
This is
she
awesome.
did.
I mean, Ashley, this is amazing.
I appreciate it, Ashley, very, very much.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I thought it was great, even though sort of points its finger at me, because it's praying for you to deal with me. But I thought this was great. So Ashley, this was awesome. Kudos to you. This is awesome. This is Ashley Lombardo's meme. Praying for us, quarantine pastor's wife. We are not okay. Bremerton, Washington. There you go. Thank you. Ashley, that is, I have to leave that up there for a minute just so people can appreciate the pure genius of your meme there, Ashley. That was awesome. Seriously, folks, look at that. That's classic. I mean, she even went to the trouble of having to, even did the screenshot, but I thought that was, we need to make that go viral. Seriously, somehow we need to make that go viral. I'm not sure how. If you don't watch Right at Home, you won't appreciate that. But Ashley, kudos to you. You knocked it out of the park. That was awesome. So we're encouraging you, make your own memes up.
Yes, that's a lot of fun.
Where's your Right at Home memes when you need it? So I thought that was awesome. You guys are doing wonderful at sharing with us and hooking us up here with some really good stuff. And we are very appreciative of this. And we're going to make sure we know who they come from. So if they're good, you get all the credit. But if they're not, it was just sharing what you sent in. So no, so far this week we got a ton.
We did. You guys did awesome. We got a lot.
We appreciate that. You guys got a ton. And I think this next one is a video. And let me make sure it's working here. Oh, I don't wait for that one.
Okay, I was going to say, wait for that one.
This was great. This was actually sent to us by Estella. Estella, I don't see you on here tonight yet.
I know.
So if she gets on, this is actually, hey Tamika, what's up?
Tamika.
So before you, yes, true, Vic. This is true. It is very true. This is actually kind of cool. This is funny. So to set this up so you know what you're looking at, because it may take you a minute. I'm not sure how big your screen is and how this shows up. So this is called Look at the Baby Prank. And so what people did, which was brilliant and also mean, because remember last week, we did have you ever sent a text to somebody and sort of the awkward palm to face moment when you realize you sent it to the wrong person?
Yeah. So
these people took this to a whole nother level. Because what they did was they did a FaceTime and they put a fake baby picture up and they but they kind of understand what it's coming from because they may not understand. They may think it's real.
Okay.
And they may think they're real babies. And you know people don't like the people. She is. She's on David's page. All right, Estella, this is you. This is you. You take full credit for this. So this is called a fake baby prank. This is one of those awkward moments we talked about last week. If you text somebody something, you're like, oh, gracious, wrong person. Well, they take this to a new level because now they do it on FaceTime. And if you've ever had this happen, we need to know this story.
I know.
So after this is done, we've got to have you share if you've ever had a FaceTime encounter quite like this. So here you go. Take a moment. You're going to enjoy this. Turn up your sound. You're going to want to hear it. Here we go.
Oh. She's on the...
She's beautiful.
Aww. Yeah. You had the baby how long ago? I can't hear you. No, I was showing Mama, my friend from Harlem, she had a baby. Look. We're on FaceTime.
And agree as your attorney is requesting that your arraignment can be continued
Oh.
Daddy, we're on FaceTime.
Oh, man, let me see. Oh, she is so cute. Ooh.
Daddy. Mom, my friend just had a baby. Look how cute. Really cute. There's no way possible you think that baby's cute. Mom, she's on the camera. Oh!
Look at Daisy's little sister. What's the matter with her face? I miss FaceTime.
Gave birth to a baby girl named Michelle. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh,
You're
wow.
on FaceTime.
FaceTime? Oh, she's beautiful. Beautiful baby, like a flower.
I love that is terrible. Now it's funny because you know what it is, but that would have been horrible if that was real. And my favorite is the last one. Because you're on FaceTime, she goes, "Oh, she's beautiful, like a flower." That's terrible. But has anyone ever had that happen? Seriously, we need to know this. That's so true. There's no way you possibly could think that baby's cute. We all have to admit it. Come on, you've seen. I hate to say it, all babies are cute, but Charles Barkley said, "If all babies are cute, why there's so many ugly people in the world?" We've all seen babies where, come on, you gotta understand. It's just like, yes, John Lombardo's like a flower. She looks like a flower. Has anyone ever had that happen where you saw somebody or you were FaceTiming and it was an awkward FaceTime encounter? We need to know this. Has anyone ever had an awkward FaceTime encounter? Hopefully not.
Oh, hopefully not like that.
No.
That would be awful.
That would, but, Vic Jolin. But has anyone ever had an awkward FaceTime encounter? Well, you have to share. I know it's hard to type on here, so you may not be able to get us the full story, but just let us know if you've ever had an awkward FaceTime encounter, because that would be the worst.
Yes.
Because you can't hide. I mean, a text message is one thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The FaceTime,
Have you had one?
No.
I was gonna say
I don't FaceTime. I'm not a FaceTime.
Yeah, that's true.
How many of you FaceTime a lot?
Yeah.
Especially your family. You're always
Yes.
like you guys FaceTime.
But-
Go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead.
I was just saying, how many of you FaceTime? Like, how many of you are big FaceTimers? Do we have any FaceTimers? Apparently, this is like a big thing nowadays. People FaceTime a lot more. Like, they're driving down the road. I always see people in the gym, like, working out FaceTiming in the middle of that. I'm not a FaceTimer. I'd rather text or call. FaceTime.
I think family is about the only like FaceTime, because most of the time you have to be dressed if you're talking to someone, or look nice, or and sometimes the camera just doesn't always show you well. So for me, I kind of...
We don't even FaceTime that much. We're not big
Yeah, no.
unless I'm at the store and I have to show you something.
Right, no. Very true.
She's never... Kelsey Bickley is a FaceTimer. So is Sister Vogler. Mallory's a
Mallory,
FaceTimer.
you are?
Oh, Rose is a work. I get for
Well,
work.
yeah, for
I
work,
get.
we get that. But just like on your personal time, are you FaceTime?
See, Debbie does that.
Yeah. Well, see, family, we get that.
She
yes.
said, Ashley said she FaceTimes her parents 4 to 8 times a day.
Oh, that's wonderful, though.
Our kids FaceTime.
Yes. Yeah, family, we get
See,
that.
Joe says that. That's the case. I see that a lot now.
That is true.
Oh, see, grandson. I get that, Eunice. See, I understand that.
But yes, but I guess your relationships outside your family, do you guys generally go to FaceTime? I usually prefer not. Because sometimes the camera just doesn't, I don't know.
Yeah, how about non-FaceTime or non-work?
Or you just see your face and...
Yeah.
Kelsey says, don't out us like that, Dad.
Yes. So that's a good question. Maybe that's the question. Does anybody FaceTime somebody?
Wait a minute. Stella says, my kids FaceTime me and give me the big eyes when I start saying something about someone in the room with them.
No.
Oh, no.
See, Ashley said that, so is Joe. That's what I do because
Yeah.
that's what I make sure. Hey, is this the right sauce? Is this the right stuff? And it helps me out a lot so I don't have to take another trip. But has anyone, I don't FaceTime. Do you FaceTime anybody outside of family?
No, that's what I was saying, is not generally. No, as far as a work or business, yes, but just to call them up.
Time out. Sarah, is this possible you could share?
Oh, Sarah.
Is it possible to condense it into a short story?
Oh, man.
Because that sounds enticing.
Yes, it does, Sarah.
This
Sarah
sounds
had a
really...
super awkward Zoom encounter.
Oh, Kelsey. Oh, privileges.
Kelsey, really, Andrew?
See, Regina said she had to put... John Lombardo, as it says, his daughter has the dogs FaceTime him.
Aw,
That's intense,
that's
John.
cute. Oh, I like that.
We're all waiting in anticipation
I
that
know,
Sarah is
Sarah.
texting
Yes,
right now.
we're hoping.
This would be awesome because now, like Randy said, the Zoom thing now has become a deal. We're all accustomed to. Some of you didn't even know what Zoom was before all this. Now you're Zooming consistently. But Sarah, please.
Oh, man.
Oh,
We're
text
hoping,
to
yes.
talk, please, something. We need to know this. Right at home tonight is depending.
Lindsay says you definitely need to share Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah, we are all waiting for you.
Oh, no.
She forgot her mic.
You
was
forgot,
on.
Sarah, or somebody on the...
No, she
on,
did
on the Zoom.
Oh.
Oh, Sarah,
I think-
oh, no.
Did someone else forget their mic was on?
Oh,
Sarah.
No.
I hope that's another
I hope
lady.
it's a...
And not you.
Oh. A bat in the cave. Wow. I know of an awkward one. I'll just try to be kind of...
Oh, are you going to tell that one? Oh.
I forgot about this one.
You're going to have to be very discreet.
I'm going to have to be very discreet. Oh, someone else. Okay, thank goodness, Sarah. Thank goodness.
Good.
Good for you. Good for you.
Oh.
Good for you. Yeah, I'm with you, Liz, but we may not
I
be able to
know,
pull it.
Lizzie, I know. I'm like, was she mad? Or was this just a lot of just very personal information?
Oh, see, Sister Cheryl, I know that's the worst. That is the worst. That's terrible.
Yeah, I gotta say, I never,
That is
even if it looks like that woman's ready to pop, Sister
That's the
Cheryl,
worst.
Because you just never know.
That is the worst. What did she say? Hit the see more. See what she said.
Sister Cheryl says,
Oh!
face-to-face encounter with a clerk. I asked her when her baby was due, and she said she wasn't pregnant. I said, it must be the blouse you're wearing.
Oh, Sister Cheryl, that's the best. Oh, that is awesome. That's tremendous. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us tonight. That was... You are in the lead for the best post tonight, Sister Cheryl. Congratulations. You've been all right at home now for a while, and you're in the lead, Sister Cheryl. So I got to tell you all this. I got to be discreet. So I have a friend who is on a Zoom session with a group of men, and there was a couple of men on there that were older. So they weren't sure technically they weren't really sure on the technology. So they're having this serious conversation. And the one guy, this is a true story. I know this is true. I am not making it up. I have seen the evidence. The one guy says he has to go. He's doing the Zoom session from his bedroom. He doesn't know.
Please be very discreet.
I'm trying. He doesn't understand and know that when he decides mentally to get off the Zoom, he's technically still on the Zoom. And so he goes out of the room. This is a true story, folks. True. She goes out of the room. He goes out of the room. He goes out of the room.
No,
They're all talking. There's still about 4 or 5 guys still back on the Zoom session talking. And next thing you know, they see him. There's like a little hallway that you could see in the camera. They see him walk by, and nothing but
Okay.
underwear.
He wasn't dressed. He
wasn't properly naked
you just
though.
already
But I
said.
can't say naked. He wasn't
No,
naked.
He wasn't.
He just wasn't dressed.
Properly dressed.
Properly is a better word. He walked by, and they were like, "Did that just happen?" Well, unfortunately, it didn't stop there.
Okay.
Oh, I know, but no one knows the story.
Okay.
It's a very private
There might
matter.
be somebody on there that knows.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's anybody on here who would know this story. This is way too. Even like 6 degrees of separation doesn't know the story. Well, it got worse.
No females saw.
Yeah, there's no female. There's all males. All males.
No, so it
all
was
males.
still condensed.
Yes.
Within,
It was only like 5 guys
Yes,
too. It was a very
yes.
small. Thankfully, I just knew one of the guys on there, and he shared the love. So he goes across. Then he didn't realize his camera's still on. So he comes back, and he's trying to look at the camera, still not dressed. He walks over to the computer, stands. He's an older guy, so he doesn't really know. Stands in front of the camera and is looking at the camera. And granted, the entire time, he's not dressed properly, and he's standing there, and they are there literally. And one guy finally says, "Hey!" And he still wasn't. I guess his his speakers were muted. He just stood there literally the entire time until they finally. I don't even know what happened. I forgot what happened, but that would have been the worst. So I just got this text from Angela because she was having tech problems tonight. She said in the spring, her husband, Jonathan, who's a teacher, was teaching online. One of his students was in the bathroom on the toilet with his camera on. What?
For real?
That's what Angela said. Angela said he was in the bathroom with camera on. Naria, happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday.
Woo,
Maria.
you missed a shout out
Love
earlier.
you.
So we're all experiencing new things.
How did we get down this road already? This is
Sarah.
not good.
Sarah,
No, but you asked the question.
I just asked you if you have any awkward FaceTime encounters, and I didn't realize anyone actually had. And then Sarah, and then I remembered that story.
Oh, yes, because of the video. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Sorry.
Got it. So we're going to bring it back
Yes.
now.
Now we have something
Yes.
amazing
We're
to show you.
behaving tonight, you guys. We're behaving
Well,
tonight
I
because
don't
our
know.
job, I think, is really on the line.
Okay,
So,
I have crossed over that.
don't be surprised if there's a time that Right at Home does not come back.
We'll just be
So-
at home, no right. We'll just be at home. Somehow we've lost a void here. There's like an empty. We need something here. I feel like it's just empty.
Well,
what happened here?
it's because usually you sit here on Sunday mornings because you're directly, so
No.
you don't usually see that.
Okay, we needed something for right home.
Well,
We
you know,
need-
you can just kind of scoot over.
Oh, Sister Jerry's on. What's up, Sister
Aw,
Jerry?
Sister Jerry.
So this is awesome. This is one of our biggest right at home. Can I say fan? Is it wrong to say fan?
Yes, no.
She is
She
awesome.
really is, you guys.
Little Kinsey is one of our biggest fans. She's been watching from the very
Faithfully, you
beginning.
guys.
She's
Faithfully.
3 years old.
She's 3.
And she watches every Sunday night with her mom and dad. Kinsey,
Yes.
we love you. You are awesome.
What does she call you?
I don't know.
She call you Pastor? She calls me Mr. Kate.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
Pastor Joel and Mr. Kate.
Mr. Kate. I'm Mr. Kate.
So Kinsey, you are awesome. And
I
Kinsey,
love you, Kinsey.
last night, last week we got on the Not Today Satan.
Yes.
And we were on it. Well, little Kinsey felt the Spirit. And when it was all over, she was still going at it. And if you'll notice in the clip, behind her, you can still see the Right at Home logo as we were doing the exit for that evening. So she started proclaiming, "Not today, Satan, not today."
Yeah.
She was all full of faith. So what I did was, her parents sent it to us. We did ask. We always ask, just in case. If you do share something, we always make sure we always make sure that we are okay to share it. because we never want to just assume we can put this out on the internet. But we asked her parents. She said yes. So I played it several times when I re-recorded it for tonight so you can see it. So that's about 5 times. It is worth it. Kinsey, you are awesome. You made our day, and we are so excited to share this with everyone
I hope
tonight.
Her parents are on.
Yes, they are. So on. So, Kinsey, not today, Satan. I love it.
You, Kinsey.
Kinsey, this is great.
Not today, Captain. 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 Not today, Captain.
That was awesome.
We loved it.
Not
Thank you,
today,
Kinsey.
Satan. Kinsey, you
You're awesome.
are amazing. Can we all give a big thumbs up or something? Give Kinsey an emoji. Let's show Kinsey. Everybody comment and tell Kinsey she's awesome. Let's see if we can get everyone to give Kinsey a big, huge, awesome, either a heart or a thumbs up or something great. That little girl is awesome. We love you, Kinsey.
Yes, we do.
That was amazing. Look at that,
much.
Kinsey. Look at all those thumbs up for you.
Those are all for you, Kinsey.
All right, Kinsey. Look at that. You got more than we've ever gotten. That was amazing.
Oh.
Kinsey, you did awesome. Not today, Satan. Not today. I love it.
Oh.
I love
Good
it.
job.
That
Good
was
job.
by far, I mean, between Ashley creating the meme and Kinsey's video,
Yes.
that can be the whole show for tonight. We can just leave. Go home. That could be it.
Absolutely.
We're not a show, though, are we? I don't know what we
No.
are anymore. We've crossed over. I don't know what we are.
We're not a show.
We are, I guess. This what is going on? So, anyways, we just love that. That was awesome. She just tremendous, and so thank you. Thank you, James and Chrissy, for sharing
for
that.
sharing,
That was awesome. And so, thanks. Big shout out to Ashley as well for making us the meme. But we got a couple other ones. We got some good ones tonight that are powerful. We're going to share those with you tonight. And again, as always, send those in to us. You can send them to my wife on Facebook.
Or you can text them to me, email them to me.
Yep. So whatever works, send something you've read, something you've seen. It can be funny. Oh, look. Yay!
Yay!
We got Kinsey jumping
I'm
around.
Miss Kate now.
Oh, you've stepped up.
Yes, I have. I'm Miss Kate.
All right.
I love it. I love it.
We-
Yay!
Kinsey, we got to get a shirt. We got to get a shirt. I Heart Kinsey shirts. That would be awesome. We got to get I Heart Kinsey shirts for tonight. So Kinsey, we love you. Thank you
Love
for
you.
watching every Sunday night.
She does, you guys, faithfully every single Sunday.
When everyone else goes to bed, Kinsey, we know you're watching. So
We rely
love
on you,
it.
Kinsey.
we love it. So, a couple of really good ones tonight. And again, as always, you guys share these because I think they're really good. And I actually enjoy because we're kind of, we have missed, she said, her mom says you're now Miss Kate.
I know.
You have stepped up.
Yes, I've graduated.
You've graduated from
Yay.
Mr. Kate to Mrs. Kate.
I love it.
So, these are some great ones. I think Lori sent, who sent this one? Lori?
No, actually, this was sent by Sister Day.
Sister
she shared
Day.
it. She shared it in a group with us, a group of ladies, and so it was just really good. And so I personally wanted to share this, but she sent it to me. I don't know if she meant it for right at home, but we were in a big, massive group. Sometimes Facebook just has these massive groups of people. I don't know how you're invited or what, or just people invite you, but she sent it to a group of ladies, and I thought it was really positive.
Yeah. So, this is good.
This came from Vivian Day.
Sister Day, the world says, prove it and I'll believe it, but God says, believe it and I'll prove it.
Wow, is that not ever the truth?
That's a drop the mic.
So true.
That's a drop the mic. I mean, you seriously, you just got to read that over and over again. That is a drop the mic. The world says, prove it and I'll believe it. God says, believe it and I'll prove it.
So true.
I love that. That was awesome. Thank you, Sister Day, sharing that one. That was
Yes,
awesome.
It was really good.
Really, really good.
And
Actually,
again, I don't think she meant it for right at home.
No.
She was just sharing it, but I thought that was really good.
but we made it for right at home anyways.
Yes, we did.
But that's actually from Lee Stone King, and he has one of the other, one of my other all-time greatest statements ever, and that was, if you speak to the mountain and it doesn't move, then climb it.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't matter where you are with Jesus, if you are just beginning or you are walking with him every day, those two statements alone could help you get closer to to Jesus wherever you are. And that is, the world says, prove it and I'll believe it. But God says, believe it and I'll prove it. And then if you speak to a mountain and it doesn't move, then climb it. Awesome. Awesome. Those were huge, too huge. Now this one, I have to admit, is just powerful.
It can be a little graphic.
Yeah. So if you have kids watching, you might want to make sure
it just
if your kids are watching,
it's for a small child, Kenzie, it might be. So
it takes a moment to understand where it is. So if you have small kids watching, just understand that it's takes a moment to understand, but it's too good to pass up. So we apologize. It is a PG image. It's not gory, but it's just make sure it's not a right at home thing we've normally. But
it was really good.
Is just powerful. Who sent this? Lori?
Laurie did.
Lori sent this in to us
two of yours.
at Wright in home this week, and this was powerful. And it's was kind of dealing with quarantine, but you can take it beyond quarantine. So I'm going to put it on screen just for a few minutes. It's worth it, but I'm going to pull it off because we don't want to. If someone jumped on right now, they may not understand the context, but it's worth putting it up there. Me telling Jesus how hard it's been to sit at home and eat snacks. I mean, you don't even need the interpretation for that image. I mean, it's just, I get it, Mel Gibson and all that, Passion of the Christ, but isn't that that's just, man, I would use the word, the best way I could say it, that's convicting. I mean, as much as of an image can be.
Very much.
And I know, listen, I know it. We all go through stuff. We're going through stuff right now. As they say, the struggle is real. It's real. But there's two sides to that image. There's one side that there's nothing you can ever go through that Jesus doesn't understand. But then there's another side of that when you're complaining to God because your life's not perfect, and he's sitting there going, this is like a Selah moment. That's exactly, it's true, Stella. It's a truth bomb. I mean, seriously, some of you, and I know it's a little graphic. I get it from the standpoint of this is right at home. You're probably not expecting that, but I agree with you, John. You could literally just put that image on the screen, and that's a message by itself.
Yeah.
Literally.
Anything in your life.
Seriously. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. That's worth about 50,000. That's what's, Sister Vogler says, I would say I don't have a problem.
Very true.
Yeah, exactly, Liz. That's how I thought.
Yes.
I'm with you, Liz.
Yes.
Seriously, I thought that too. When Lori sent that over to us and Kate showed it to me, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But convicting. It's not like but it's like.
Not condemning,
wow.
but convicting. Challenging.
Man.
Yeah.
I do a lot of complaining and some stuff that it really, in the end, I saw that image. I'm like, I need to go repent. Seriously. Again, I'm not trying to diminish. I don't know why we're on this for a moment, but that image was worth it. I'm not trying to diminish anything you're going through. I think every one of us right now has got stuff we're going through. And the beauty, the other side of that image is there's literally nothing I can go through that he hasn't already been through, and even worse. So that when I really go to him and I say, God, I feel this way, or I'm struggling with this, or I just don't understand, he can go, yep. Yeah. But God, I've been hurt. Yep. God, I've been abused. Yep. God, I've been misused. Yep. God, they said this about me. Yep. But he's like, yep. Hold on. Let me grab you with my nail scarred hands. Hold on. Let me pick you up and hold you next to my side pierced for your transgression. There's nothing he's been through. That's a beautiful side of that image. But the other side, man, it's like, how many of us, and I don't mean, I'm saying this from me, How many of us are spending some time complaining about some stuff? Yeah, quarantine's hard. Boy, we have to, I don't want to bang on this because this is a sensitive subject, but we've got to wear masks. God, this is not, he's like, okay, all right. Again, I'm not diminishing, suffering and sorrow and pain in this world, but I'm sure you could probably Google that image. I don't want to put it back up here tonight because we have young eyes watching, but I would encourage you. You might want to Google that image. That might be we talked about, it's true, Lori, in that picture, it really is true. He's like sitting there with concern. It's a tremendous image. Tremendous image. And we talked about this last week because we had the Not Today Satan challenge. That was our challenge last week. Maybe this week for you, for some of you, you might want to Google that image. Just Google it, find it, and every morning, wake up and look at it. Because it's going to do two things for you every time you look at it. Number one, it's going to make you want to take all of your problems to a God who's been through it all. So there's no problem you're facing that he doesn't know, and it's too big for him. Or the second part, before you go down a spiral of doubt and self-depression and pity parties, you'll look at that and go, you know what? I have breath in my body. God's still on the throne. What is there to complain about?
Yeah.
I know it's got a little heavy here tonight, and usually right at home we're talking about beef or bacon, but it's heavy for a reason, because I think God really wants to let you know, hey, look, there's nothing you're going through that I haven't been through. Nothing. Literally, why would you want to hold on to something because God doesn't know? After seeing that image, what in the world would he not understand about what you're going through? So why not give him a chance? But the other side of that, I do a lot more complaining than I'd probably want to admit.
I think we all do. I'm jumping right in there with you.
So, that image thank you, Laura, for sharing that. That should be the image of the week for you. I'm not saying put it on your screen or at your phone or whatever, but I would challenge somebody. I guarantee you, let's try that. For those of you who will take that challenge, every day this week, take at least one time. I agree with you. Everybody's saying it. All of you are saying it. Tremendous. Really I would say every morning, get up and look at that image for the next 6 days, Monday through Saturday. And next Sunday, I'm going to ask anyone did that. And I guarantee you, those of you that did that, you're going to have a different walk with Jesus this week than you did last week. Just you get up there in the morning, you look at image, and then you go, okay. Because it puts in puts in perspective. It just, I don't know. So you don't have to. We're not going to be hanging out with you.
But hey, let's try it.
But let's try
it. I'll try it.
I'm going to try it.
I'm going to try it.
Before I go to pray, I'm going to look at that image. Seriously.
Yeah.
Before I wake up and start talking to Jesus, I'm going to look at that image, because to me it puts in perspective what's important. I'm not going to spend my time complaining about God about a bunch of stuff that I just don't like, but I'm going to go to my Father who went through all of that, the worst death ever, so that he can be there with me and walk with me. So, that's a Selah moment, for sure. You can just kind of feel it. It just sits. It's sitting in here for a moment. I think some of you, God's just gently. You came on right at home, and you just showed up to have a few laughs, and Jesus is knocking at your door tonight and going, I want to talk to you if you let me. So, got another one that was actually shared to you. Hey, Charmaine, how are you?
Hello.
This was actually shared to you by Sister Benia Johnson. I haven't seen her.
Yeah,
she's been on a couple of times.
Yeah,
but
she
I haven't
has.
seen her tonight. She shared this with you.
She shared this a little while ago, but I remembered it and it was so good, so I wanted to bring it back.
So tonight is a night of inspiration.
I know.
This is inspirational tonight. I don't know what happened. We got Ashley giving us memes, Kenzie spinning around the room saying, "Not today, Satan," and we've got all kinds of stuff going on. Tonight is a night of inspiration. Woo! We're inspired. Mm-hmm. So, this is good. I'm going to read it to you here. It says this: your calling is going to crush you. If you're called to mend the brokenhearted, you're going to wrestle with brokenheartedness. If you're called to prophesy, you're going to struggle to control your mouth. If you're called to lay hands, you will battle spiritual viruses. If you're called to preach and to teach the gospel, you will be sifted for the wisdom that anoints your message. If you're called to empower, your self-esteem will be attacked. Your success will be hard fought. Your calling will come with cups, thorns, sifting that are necessary for your mantle to be authentic, humble, and powerful. Your crushing won't be easy because your assignment is not easy. Your oil does not come cheap. Drop the mic. Good stuff. We were talking about that not too long ago with us. It seems like whatever is your, like example, if you got an anger problem and that's your problem, you got a quick trigger. Now there's some things God can help you to kind of control that. I don't think it's, you should go around just a hothead all the time, where you just are able to just fire off at everybody. But
that means you're a passionate person.
But God will use that same anger that can get you in trouble as the passion for you to be able to break things and to blaze trails.
And fight through things.
Fight. You'll be a fighter.
Spiritually.
Not those of you that are natural fighters, because I know some of y'all don't act holy because you're online and we don't know what you look like. We know some of y'all are fighters. Y'all got that natural thing and you're ready to go. Let's go. Knock them in the neck. Let's do it. But that same thing that can be your kryptonite can also be the source of your greatest blessing in God. Same thing. If you're a person that deals with if you're someone that deals with depression, God will use you to bring joy. It's just like this. There's all these balances in that, and I love why it's the why to that, and that is at the end where it says your calling will come with cups, storms, sifting that are necessary for your mantle to be authentic, humble, and powerful. Your crushing won't be easy because your assignment is not easy. And then that last line is just powerful. Your oil is not cheap. I mean, this is some stuff tonight, folks. And it's not us.
Yeah, no.
Y'all doing it. This is all you. Y'all call. Y'all asked for it. This is on y'all with all of this heavy stuff. But man, so can somebody just be... Can someone feel better because what you've been praying against, God's actually going to use for your calling? What you've been trying to get around, God's actually going to use to further you in his kingdom. Now, I'm not saying that gives us the right to go act like a fool. But I know there's things in me, my goodness, I've prayed 1,000,000 times that he hadn't taken care of. But I know if he took care of the negative, I'd lose the other side of it. So you know what he says? My grace is sufficient. My grace is sufficient. I'm like, yeah, but I don't need that much grace. He says, don't worry, my grace is sufficient. We had a grace is sufficient moment here right before we came on, right at home. Because the other side started to poke its way up. But God's grace is sufficient. So this is a night of perspective. That's what it is. Maybe we call this the night of perspective between the Jesus post and then that. This is powerful. I got one more. Again, this is just too good to pass up tonight. And again, all this was you guys. So this is from Demetria.
Yes.
Demetrius Selman sent this to my wife. And so this is from her. So again, it might be a little small for you to see on your screen depending on your resolution.
You can read it.
But you should be able to read it, but I'll read it for you. I'll read it with you if you can't read it. It says this, it's 2 Peter 3:8. Nevertheless, do not let this fact escape you, beloved, that with the Lord is one day and 1,000 is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. And this is what it says. God moves in his timing, not yours. He is never late, but he is usually not early either. That's just... Time out for a second. I stopped for a moment. I don't know. We're on Right at Home tonight, but this is Right at Home teaching style. I guess that's what we're doing tonight. If you just literally got that right there, folks, I'm telling you right there, that is probably one of the greatest lessons to learn in God. He's never late, but he's usually never early. Timing. We always focus on the direction of God, but rarely ever focus on the timing of God.
So true.
And so we're all running around with direction, but we have no timing. And when you have direction with no timing, you get at the right place at the wrong time.
But that's also true, though, why God doesn't usually show us anything is because when he does show us direction, we think it's right then and there, and we go charging for it. And God's like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't tell you it's right now. And many times, I know for me, where God gives direction and I think it's, for clearly right now, clearly. And so I go full speed ahead and God's like, whoa, and it ends up blowing up and he comes back to me, or I go back to God and say, well, you told me this. And he said, no. I was just sharing that with you. Like I've got like some things right now that the Lord has shared with me and I'm like, okay, what do I do with that? And he's like, just wait. So a lot of times I really believe the way God would show us a lot more, but the reason he doesn't show us is because we think that just means right here, right now, and we go full speed ahead. And he's very much not like that.
Yeah, 100%.
So timing is everything.
But also, we interpret what God tells us based off of direction and not timing. I'll give you a great quick example. And I know some of you probably did not come on here tonight expecting this. Neither did we. No. But we're rolling with it, folks. We're rolling with it. Next week, trust me, we'll have it. Next week is going to be entertaining.
It will.
That's all I got to say about that. So if you're bored this week, y'all going to need to be here next week. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say about that. You're going to want to be here next week. Trust me. You're not going to want to miss next week. It's going to be a blast. You're going to have a lot of fun. But tonight, God is trying to help somebody tonight. So sometimes we get direction from God or God speaks things in our life, but we misinterpret it. And I'll say it this way. We had a man, I'll condense the story to about 60 seconds because it's about a 2-hour story, but I'll give you a 60-second version. We had 2 kids at the time, 2 girls. We had a man, very powerful man of God, prophesied to us that we were going to have a son. And in the prophecy, he saw a vision. And the vision he saw was my wife standing with a little boy that was about 5 years old.
Yeah. Mm.
And when he said that to us, we just heard standing with a boy. We missed the 5-year part. Mm-hmm. I didn't even get that.
Yeah.
Just kind of went over my head. Well, long story short, my son came along. Our son came along. And when that happened, the next couple of years were some of the hardest and darkest times of our entire life.
Yeah.
Like beyond, it was the times where we didn't know if we were going to make it out. It was kind of those seasons. It wasn't like, we had a few bad days. It was a season where I didn't know if this was it. I mean, this was the end of it all. And
not because of our son.
No, not because of
our son.
No, it was just the timing of life. He was not the issue.
No.
It was the timing of life. And it had nothing to do with him. It was amazing having a third child. It was great for our family. So it wasn't that. It was just the timing of that. Anyways, we were at this really bleak moment of that whole entire time. And we were talking to a friend, and we're sharing the story of this whole entire season. And he stopped us in the middle of the story and said, how old was he in that dream? And that vision? And we said about 5 years old. And he said, God was showing you what it was going to be at the end of all this, not what it's going to be like through it. And when you look back, it was about a 5-year period. And at the end of 5 years, God had completely changed the whole situation. And he already told us that from the beginning of the entire, but we missed it because we were so worried about the direction, we didn't hear the timing. And he told us the timing. But because we never worried about timing, we just missed it. And we could have saved ourselves a lot of stress and probably would have made it through a lot easier if we would have listened to the rest of what God said. But he said, you're going to have a son. And I saw a vision at 5 years old, and you guys were happy and healthy and all that. And we missed the 5-year part. And sure enough, 5 years, it went through hell. And after 5 years, it had all changed. God already knew it. So back to the post. God moves in his timing, not yours. He's never late, but he is usually not early either. He is often the God of the midnight hour. He sometimes waits until the last second before he gives you what you need, before he intervenes on your behalf. He has to be sure you're not going to take matters into your own hands and do something out of his perfect timing. Time out for a second. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is terrible. I see some of you jumping off. That's okay. I got to do what I feel tonight. Seriously, folks. That's he intervenes. He has to be sure you're not going to take matters in your own hands and do something out of his perfect timing. You're always like, well, God, why doesn't God tell me? Why doesn't God tell me? Why didn't God show me? Why didn't God show me? Because if he did, you would take over. You're not God, he is. There's the revelation for tonight. You're not God, he is. You must learn to trust God's timing. But first, your self-will and your spirit of independence must be broken so that God is free to work his will in your life and circumstances. If you are waiting for something, set aside your own timetable tonight. I don't know who wrote this, but they knew it was going to be right at home. Set aside your timetable tonight. Trust God and believe that while you are waiting for your breakthrough, he is doing a good work in you for his purpose. Amen and amen. That's some stuff tonight, folks. That's some walking with Jesus material tonight. That's stuff you can take beyond right at home. Yeah. That's powerful stuff. You have to learn to trust in God's timing. You can believe in his direction, but you got to trust in his timing. Ooh. I gotta remember that one. I gotta write that one down. Seriously, I never said that before. You gotta believe in his direction, but you trust in his timing. Oh, well, there you go, Estella. Thank you for your honesty, Estella. God has sabotaged right at home tonight for Estella Weaverland because she said it's for her. So, powerful stuff. Thank you guys for sharing because that is some really, 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 really deep stuff. And I think all of us need to take a moment and just have a Selah for all of that tonight. That's just
using that with just dealing with COVID. I mean, his timing, he foresaw all of this, his timing in all of it, and we're still not out of it. And I know there's a lot of us that are frustrated, ready to get back to normal, and we don't know if we're going to have a normal to go back to. We just don't know.
Normal, what is normal?
So, I mean, even with that.
Yeah. Amen, Estella. Amen. Actually, my wife and I were talking about that exact same thing today. 1 is greater than 99. I love the 99, but I'm becoming more and more passionate every day about the 1. And can I say that real quick, Estella? Something hit me today. You said it. You threw it out there. So like red in front of a bull. I don't believe that was about numerics. I think it was about priority. I don't think it was necessarily where he's saying 99 and go after the 1. Not necessarily saying there's only 1 out there. I think he was talking about priority. And the priority is we often focus on the 99. We spend 100% focusing or 99% on the 99% and 1% on the 1%. But Jesus focuses 99% on the 1 and 1 on the 99. And I think there's a shift coming in Antioch West, for those of you that are part of Antioch West, and I believe it's supposed to be for everybody, but I'm not responsible for everybody. I can just only speak for the body of believers that we're attached to, and that's Antioch West. I believe at Antioch West, God's starting to change us from not focusing on the 99, but beginning to focus on the 1. Not about the 1 numerically, but focusing on, instead of focusing on those in the pen, there are people that are out there right now that are needing to know that same image we showed earlier, that Jesus sitting there, that there's a God who cares. So,
very much.
This is a Selah moment tonight. Not our normal fun, not our normal night. Mm-mm. This is probably the craziest right at home we've had up to this point. By far. Yes. Now, if you come on next week, you're going to think we backslid, and we're like, oh my goodness, what happened? There's no more... It's going to be good. Next week's going to be good.
Not like that.
Not a Wonder Woman good yet.
No.
We're still waiting on that.
I don't know if we're doing Wonder Woman.
Oh, I think Wonder Woman. The people want Wonder
know.
Woman. It's not a Wonder Woman good, just in case you're wondering. We're not Wonder Woman yet.
I don't know if we're doing one. We don't know what we're doing yet.
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
Yes, Estella. Very well said. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 will eventually equal 99. Yes.
See, John, absolutely. Absolutely. John Lombardo is a testimony to that, and it's awesome.
Oh, Michelle, hello.
Michelle, yes. Thank you. You've been quiet tonight, but glad to know you've been on tonight. This has been awesome. I mean, seriously, this is one of those things where, I mean, we say this a lot, and I know some of you kind of think it's not a joke, but you really don't think. We seriously know. We should do that though. That might be fun. I'll have to see if I can get him hang out with us. He would be a blast.
Oh, he would.
If you ever get Brother Shelton
so much fun.
loose, he is a lot of fun. If you can give him some coffee and a nap.
Yes.
Because if he had coffee and he has no nap, he might fall asleep on you. I had that happen one time when I was 16. I went and stayed at his house. I was still I was young. I didn't really know him that well. And I'm literally, seriously, I'm in the middle of talking to him, and in the middle of a sentence, the dude fell asleep. I'm not joking. It wasn't like, literally fell asleep.
Were you telling a story, or was he telling a story?
He was trying to tell me something in the middle of a sentence, and I didn't know what to do. And this is, honest to God, the true story. I'm 16 years old, and like I'm still trying to get to know this guy. I don't really know him. I'm staying in his house, and he falls asleep, and I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know if he was taking a quick cat nap of inspiration, or if he's falling asleep, and he's sitting there and he ain't waking up. I'm like, and I'm scared to move. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to move. And I'm like, and he's still sleeping. And I'm like, finally, I'm guarantee it had been 15 minutes, 20 minutes of me sitting there, not afraid to move. And his wife comes in and goes, I think he's asleep for the night. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to my room. And I went to my room, and I guess he made it to the bed, but he literally fell asleep. Oh, Vic Jolin, seriously, man.
Hi, Amy.
Come on, Vic. Come on, man. Come on. Oh. I don't even know what to say. This might be like a time to get off.
That's terrible because you're a leader.
Come on, Vic. Oh, by the way, no one saw my shirt. I lift up. Need an arc? I know a guy. This was for my son. My son is named Noah. So I hooked this shirt up for Noah. Noah, I need a guy. So, anyways, I don't know how we got on that. So, no, it is not Scott Shelton, although that would be awesome. We need to work on that. We'll get him here. One of these days, we're going to get him here. So, we are working on several guests. We are working on some guests for Right at Home. Some good ones, too. We're just working it out with the contract. Got to pay him more to get him here. No, I'm just joking. Maybe we should start.
No.
We need sponsors. No, I'm just joking. No. Anyways, but this was great. I seriously thank you for sharing. As always, please send us what you've seen. Send us what you hear. Send us what you read. Send us what you watch. And if we are able to, we'd love to share it. But big shout out again to Ashley and to Kinsey. I said your name again, Kinsey. Kinsey! Big shout out to Kinsey tonight and Ashley Lombardo. Thanks, Ashley, for making that meme. And Kinsey, not today, Satan. Not today. I love it. So you guys are awesome as always. Don't forget, I'm telling you, next week you're going to want to be here. That's all I got to say. You're going to want to be here. You don't want to hear this secondhand. It's not going to be as good. You're going to want to be here. We're taking Right at Home to a new level next week. You're going to want to be here. That's all I got to say about that. Trust me. Trust me. Am I building it up enough?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Next week, Right at Home, you're going to want to be here. Trust me. It's going to be good. Next week. As always, love you.
Yes, we do. We love you guys. We look forward to... Sorry.
No, go
We're
ahead.
talking at the same time.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you finish.
You go ahead.
Take her down, Katie.
No, you got it.
The landing gear
it.
is out. The runway's there. I'm going to be the co-pilot. You take her in.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm good. I've talked for a while. I'm worn out.
You could never be worn out from talking. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for coming on every night. We look forward to this. This is not an obligation. We enjoy this. We enjoy this time with you connecting. That's the number one thing we try to get on here and do. And there are times we connect through games. There's times that we connect through things that you all share, things that the Lord shares with us. So it's the whole point is connecting with you guys. So we love you. Thank you so much for this time with you. and we'll see you next week.
Be safe, everybody. Be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe. Have a great week.